عرفت تركيا في العصور القديمة باسم الأناضول. ابتدأ الحكم العثماني لمناطق تركيا على يد عثمان الأول، واستمر حكمه حتى 1326 ميلادية، ثم قام ابنه أرغان من بعده بتوسيع مناطق نفوذ الدولة إلى كل من أزميد ونقية. ظهرت الدولة العثمانية في هذه المناطق وتوسعت بشكل كبير إلى أن وصلت دول البلقان.
لقاءنا هيكون مع سعادة سفير دولة تركيا بالقاهرة السيد السفير صالح مطلو. Welcome Excellency to our program. It's a pleasure to have you with us in Bridges, جسور.
Thank you, شكرا جزيلا, and welcome to our residence.
It's the first time to have you in our program, Gusur, and to know more about Ramadan and the habits of Ramadan in Turkey, preparing for the iftar, and how you are welcoming this holy month.
It's the holy month, the Ramadan, Shahr Ramadan is extremely important event for the whole population of Turkey. As in Egypt, life changes with Ramadan. Everything is adjusted to the tempo and rhythm of Ramadan. But like in Egypt, before Ramadan, people start preparing for the holy month, Shahr Ramadan, and they start, of course, buying the necessary things for their iftar and then sahur. So 1 week or 10 days before, they go shopping and then start buying whatever typically each and every city and region consume during Ramadan. So the first day of Ramadan, where we have fasting, is the most exciting, because you look forward most to the iftar.
Yes.
Because you feel especially hungry and maybe thirsty, but equally excited and motivated. So it is all the television stations prepare especially for Ramadan because they have special programming during Ramadan. 1 hour before iftar, they start broadcasting live iftar programs. Usually they consist of conversations, and they consist of history and, of course, the practice of the best practice of our religion, and then doing charity. And these are some instrumental music and tasawwuf, Sufi music, especially. And then it ends with salah and for each and every city, and then continues like 10-15 minutes into that. And that's true also for sahur. And people wake up for sahur and also watch TV, sahur programs, and pray for Fajr.
Excellency, iftar invitations, it starts with maybe the grandfather and grandmother, and then the neighbors and the relatives and the young people, the traditions during Ramadan.
Exactly. Iftar invitations, exactly as you said, you know, because Turkish and Egyptian cultures are very similar. True, it starts with the family members, brothers, grandfathers, grandmothers, sisters, and then neighbors, and then your friends. That's exactly correct. But also, in addition, the institutions like presidency, belediyes, municipalities, governors, ministers, they all, parties, political parties, they all have their own, and NGOs, they all have their own formal iftar parties, certainly. In addition, the belediyes and charities and NGOs, they have permanent tents, iftar tents, in all cities for anyone. And they serve during the iftar, especially for passers-by students, or for any person who need it. And it is, especially in Istanbul, it's very visible. But usually students love iftar tents because it's free meal.
Yeah.
Whether they fast or not, they go in and they eat their iftar.
We have a lot of Osmanic mosques and even schools related to the Osmanic Empire, and we have even traditions related back to the Osmanic Empire in Egypt. And even every Friday you are telling us from one of the Osmanic mosques, Holy Friday, Jum'ah Mubarakah. So is it related to the Turkish mosque or Osmanic architecture in Turkey?
يقع جامع السلطان أحمد في اسطنبول، هو أكبر مساجد بني على الطراز العثماني منذ أول القرن السابع عشر. هو أشهر معلم سياحي في اسطنبول، ويقع بجانب متحف آيا صوفيا، ويسمى أيضاً بالجامع الأزرق بسبب البلاط الأزرق الناعم الذي يغطي مساحات شاسعة تصل إلى عشرات الآلاف من الأمتار.
Yes, definitely. I make sure that Jummah is our holiday, as all Muslims. The Friday, Guma or Jum'ah, is the day where it is obligatory for all of us, the community, to go to mosque and listen to khutbah, and it is very fundamental. And it's also the day where, of course, all the society members get together and then do their family day. It's also a family day in Islamic countries, in Egypt and in Saudi Arabia. So, and there is, of course, the hadith and the sunnah about Fridays. The reason why I do this is basically to connect through our most holiday, the Turkish and Egyptian societies to their most fundamental shared value, that is our religion. So I usually present the Ottoman architecture, but also, you know, Egyptian and Mamluk or Ottoman architecture, which are probably...
But you are devoted to them.
Yes, definitely. I showcase it because usually when we even visit for Jummah prayers or other prayers, our mosques, we concentrate on the prayer, and usually we don't much appreciate the architectural value and beauty and aesthetics of those monuments. And when we look at the detail of all these architectural monuments, they're beautiful. And it took the sultans and the architects decades to build. So, but in many of the mosques in Egypt and Turkey, the young generations don't even visit. They have to remember these beauties and these common heritages. That is the reason why I try to choose the best pictures to really reflect those architectural wonders. When it comes to the mosques and Islamic heritage in Egypt from Ottoman era, from Mamluk era, we have a specially designated book on the period of Ottoman Empire in Egypt that is called Egypt during the Ottoman times, 1517, 1914, 400 years.
It's a modern history of Egypt, huh?
Of course, I mean, it's 400 years of Ottoman Egypt. So I would like to
you have even
this.
Masterpieces from the Islamic Museum.
Yes, also everything. I would like to gift this. This is 2 jild.
Yeah, it's a hardcover.
I want to
it's
gift
expensive.
This is الثانية. So جلد الثاني. So that means that's the second edition.
Second edition, okay.
Yeah. So I want
thank
to give
you.
this book to
Thank
you.
you, Excellency.
I also have another book on the
I
civilization.
like adoring books.
Of course, I know you're an expert, historical expert. So this is about Egyptian. Ottoman means also Turkish, but also means Egypt. So this is actually on Ottoman civilization, and the most prominent, of course, heritage of Ottoman civilization is, of course, in Turkey, but secondly in Egypt. So therefore, it also covers the heritage of
the
Egypt.
Heritage, okay.
Of course.
Is it
it's a heritage about the civilization, Ottoman civilization,
about the famous, maybe the famous maybe rulers or
what they did, what in their governance, in their regulations, social life, urban life, then the infrastructure, how they governed, monuments, the services that they provided, how they kept peace and stability, and of course art, culture, everything.
تحتفل تركيا بشهر رمضان بروح من الاحتفال والترابط الاجتماعي، فهي دولة تاريخية ذات ثقافة غنية متنوعة. يعتبر رمضان في تركيا فترة هامة ومميزة، يلتزم المسلمون بالصوم ويشاركون في العديد من الأنشطة والتقاليد الدينية والاجتماعية. ويلقبون المسلمون في تركيا شهر رمضان بسلطان الأشهر.
About Maha art, it's glowing the minarets and lighting up all the minarets during Ramadan. We have the same tradition, but not lighting up the minarets like the citadel of Muhammad Ali, and maybe lighting the houses and balcons, but I think it's another tradition.
Yes, it is coming from the Ottoman times, and in the historical, especially mosques, where they have at least 2 minarets. You hang a maha, and then you send a message throughout the month of Ramadan, and it is lightened during the night. One of the most typical, the message is Hoş geldin ya şehri Ramazan. Welcome ya şehri Ramazan. So these kind of small messages from our religion, from Islam. And it's beautiful, of course.
Let's take us as an Egyptian tourist in Turkey and visit the most important places during Ramadan in Turkey.
The most important places to visit is naturally the Istanbul, Bursa, Edirne, and these 3 are the capitals of the Ottoman Empire, so they have a lot of Ottoman heritage settlements and monuments and old towns. In Istanbul, of course, Sultanahmet and Ayasofya. Sultanahmet Square is the Moscow, but also Moscow is Topkapi Palace. So around Sultanahmet and Istiklal Street, you will see a lot of Ramazan activity, tents and everything, iftar tents. I definitely strongly recommend any Egyptian tourist just to enjoy a Ramazan tent and have iftar with the people and with the students. That will be really a lot of fun. And Bursa, I've been hearing from many Egyptian friends that they really, really enjoy Bursa because it is actually the first capital of the Ottoman Empire. It is an highland, it is green, and it has historical monuments and turbas and kubbas, and so it really is a city which really fits the image and spirituality of Ramazan. It is the same with the second capital of Ottoman Empire, which is Edirne. Edirne Celebiye Camii is very prominent and a magnificent monument. So I could also advise them to go to Edirne and then enjoy the spirituality, and joy and excitement of Shahr Ramazan.
Today you are telling to all the Muslim world Holy Ramadan, and we are here. You were having an idea to celebrate everybody who is going to marry to come to your residence and celebrate it here as a promoting for the house.
Yes, definitely. It's not about promoting. The point is this is the house of governments.
Yes,
not
know.
us
I know, yeah, I know.
And the people. It's open to you on your very the most important day of happiness. We are open and waiting for you. I will personally do the wedding, and I'm inviting you to Egypt. So actually there is the element that you miss. That is that
promoting
invite them to Egypt to celebrate their wedding in Cairo, because most people go to Rome and Paris for marrying. Yes.
Thank you for the great
so it is
promotion.
Equally fashionable. I want to make it fashionable, Cairo, for marriage and then for honeymoon visits. So it's a promotion of course, Egypt, Cairo, and also our facilities and then our representation. I heard Rome is very popular. So I want
Egypt
Cairo
is very
to
popular
be popular,
too.
of course.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time, and hope to send a great message to the people in Turkey in Turkish language. Maybe we can translate it, and you have to translate it for Ramadan and for the Egyptian people here.
Yaklaşan Ramazan ayı dolayısıyla Türkiye'de bulunan değerli vatandaşlarımızın, tüm Müslümanların ve Mısır'da bulunan Mısırlı kardeşlerimizin ve tüm Mısırlı Müslümanların ve tüm Mısırlıların tebrik ederim. Bu Ramazan'ın hayırlara vesile olmasını dilerim. İnşallah huzur içerisinde, sağlık içerisinde geçireceğimiz oruçlarımızın kabul edileceği, dualarımızın kabul edileceği mübarek bir ay dilerim.
Thank you. Thank you, Excellency, for your time.
جسور ممتدة بين مصر وتركيا، وكل عام وحضراتكم بألف خير.